Hello, everybody. Hello, it's me. Did you guys miss me? Did you guys notice? Did you guys notice that I didn't post on Saturday or Sunday like I normally do? Was anyone worried? Make sure to leave a comment down below if you were worried about me. I know you guys were. I know you guys were so worried about me. Of course you were. Well, if you're wondering why I didn't do anything, one, there was no Thump and Bark or Fluffle Kerfuffle that were ready because basically a little bit of complications. Like internet went out, that people were busy, stuff like that. There was a Bunny Babble that was like actually streamed on Friday, so you know, just in case you guys forgot, I do stream. Normally the Thump and Barks, they're streamed on Fridays, and then you know, when you guys see the funny little edited Thump and Barks, those are actually edited down from streams. They happened on stream. They were all live, so it's a pretty good chance that I'm live on Fridays. So if you're interested in those, but the reason why I didn't do a Bunny Babble is because nothing happened. Nothing happened this week. I had no idea what to say. I kept going on Twitter and I kept scrolling and I kept trying to think of like anything that's been happening. And I have a total of 3 topics after, and some of these topics I got like yesterday, so it would technically be from this week. So we're gonna be considering this. So basically how I'm gonna see this is, if I don't have anything to talk about this like the week, we're gonna do something. Instead of a Bunny Babble, we're gonna do a mini Babble. So it's gonna be an itty bitty mini Babble. It's just gonna be little tiny talk like this. Normally my Bunny Babbles are like an hour long, or 50 minutes long, or 40 minutes long. These mini Babbles are probably only gonna be like 10, maximum 30 minutes for sure. So they're still just Bunny Babbles, but they're gonna be tiny, and I'm not gonna be talking about much. If anything, the bulk of what I'm gonna be talking about isn't news of like stuff that's going on around the world. It's more so news of like me. I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna talk about what I've been doing, stuff like that, some plans, things like that, things of that nature. And so, jingle jingle, that was the introduction. Jingle jingle. Now, for those of you that don't know what a Bunny Babble is, I basically go over topics and I jingle when there's a new topic, and if you like the topic, you hear the jingle and you're like, oh, I like that. If you don't, then you listen for the next jingle, and that's what makes the Bunny Babble unique. I'm just babbling about a ton of topics and stuff like that. So we're gonna go over the news, the Twitter stuff first, because there's like nothing. So we're gonna go into the Twitter stuff, and then we're gonna talk about me. We're gonna chill a little bit. We're gonna talk about the bunny. We're gonna talk about plans. So we got right here, you can see, this is how you know it was a really slow week. Do you guys remember last week I talked about how Asmongold, he got banned for saying some silly stuff, and I just want to go on the record and say a correction, because it wasn't, I did see in the comments there was one person who said Asmongold didn't call them an inferior race. They called them an inferior culture, which they were arguing was a big difference. My stance still stays the same. I did misspeak. I'm sorry. I did not mean to put words into Asmongold's mouth that he didn't say. It was a mistake. He said inferior culture. He did not say inferior race. I apologize. I'm clearing it up. I'm making sure if I ever give you guys misinformation, I'm gonna make sure in the next Bunny Babble to clear it up. Because I don't want to give you guys misinformation, you know. I don't want to be a spreader of that. So yeah, at the end of the day, my opinion still remains the same. Whether you say inferior race or inferior culture, don't say that. If those are your real opinions, your real thoughts, I would suggest keeping them as inside thoughts and not outside thoughts, because I think no matter what, as soon as you start calling people inferior, you're gonna make people mad. If your goal is to make people mad, go for it. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's a good thing to say. And I don't know, hot takes only here, you know, bold statements. I don't think calling anyone inferior is smart. I don't think it's a good look. I don't think it's a good thing. But Asmongold has been working hard to make changes. And the first change that he made is he cleaned up his kitchen sink. He is finally cleaning his. He's been living in a house infested with roaches and spiders, and overall has been very unhealthy for the past like 5-6 years. Like he lost all of his teeth. You know, he had to get like he had to get teeth surgery done. He is very not healthy, and it looks like he's after getting canceled on Twitter. It looks like he's trying to turn his life around, which I think is awesome, and he should keep it up. You know, he tackled the Elden Ring boss that is his kitchen. Hopefully next step he can handle the DLC boss of his bedroom. That one might take him. You know, the DLC boss would have like attacks where they summon a bunch of roaches and they do true damage. You know, like it might be a battle that it might take a few retries. It might, you know, it might take a few tries before he can actually conquer, vanquish, if you may, that Elden Ring DLC boss that is his lair. Asmongold's lair, the final boss. Anyway, so jingle jingle. See how you know it's a slow week. Jingle jingle, jingle jingle. Time for the next topic. Yanners, yeah, Yanners got banned. Wow, VTubers getting banned. That's kind of the thing. It's VTubers. They're getting banned. Yanners was, a lot of people were pointing to the rules where as long as indecency is in the video game, you don't get banned. And there were other people that were playing the game that didn't get banned, but because she's a VTuber, she got banned. It really just looks like Twitch doesn't like VTubers. Other people have been streaming that same game and are not getting banned. Yanners didn't do anything different. It's literally just a game about slapping butts. It's a simulator and it's just a butt and you slap it. It's not really that deep. Like, it's just, she got banned for it, which is kind of funny considering, like, in this Twitch, like, there's Twitch stated their TOS and they said that you can have more, like, if it's in VR chat or if it's in a game, then like things can be more obscenely dressed and stuff like that. And this was just a butt. It wasn't like it was a closed, like the butt was clothed. Like it wasn't just a naked butt, you know, like there was no bits out. It was just, it was kind of like a scantily dressed like butt where you can kind of see the cheeks and you just slap it. That was the video game. That's the game. And Yanners got banned for that stream. And meanwhile, other people are able to play it and not get banned on the stream. It's not like it was a banned game, you know? So it looks like it's another hit of VTubers getting banned. There was another person that got banned. They were I think they're like a narwhal type person. I don't have them in the Twitter Babbles or the Bunny Babbles because their case is a little more nuanced than this case. This case, it just seems like a blatant VTubers are getting banned. This was another VTuber that got banned. They have purple hair and they were debuting their new, I believe, swimsuit model. So they had they were having a debut stream and they ended up getting banned in the middle of their debut. But it is arguably that they were skirting the lines and doing a little too much. According to that, like, she was in the hot tub category, which you're supposed to be able to wear bikinis and stuff like that, and she was showing off her bikini model. And she basically only had her bikini and bra on, or the bikini bra and the bikini bottoms. And like the thing that kind of makes it a little more, you know, it could be justified that she was banned was she zoomed in on her bazungas, and like, you know, she was showing off the jiggle physics of her boobas and her crotch. Like she basically zoomed in on her tits. And she zoomed in on her, like, panties, her bikini bottoms, and was putting on a show, which could be argued is a little too much. Her outfit was in lines with, you know, Twitch regulation, but she was kind of like zooming in on her tits and stuff, and zooming in on her like lower half, and like wiggling and bouncing and all that stuff. So I don't know about that one. That's why I didn't bring it up in here, because like, you know, it seems right now it's kind of the meta to say that VTubers are getting banned on Twitch and stuff like that. So I want to make sure that, you know, it's not meta to the point where people are trying to get themselves banned so that they can make a shit about it on Twitter and like kind of farm engagement. I'm not saying that this person did that, but it's not a case that I'm 100% about. So I don't want to like put it on here, but I did talk about it, and I am talking about it. I have decided to talk about it. It sucks that they got banned. I think it was only like, you know, it's probably only a 3 to 7 day ban, so it's not too bad. And they got a lot of Twitter attention for it. So like, it's a win at the end of the day. It's a W. That's all that matters. It's a W for them. So that's good. And there you go. That's it. That's jingle jingle. That's it. There's the jingle. So jingle jingle, jingle jingle. We got Mr. Beast. We love Mr. Beast. We talk about him sometimes. So Mr. Beast, we're gonna just read out this one. So Rosanna, what kind of voice should I do? Rosanna Pacino has reported Mr. Beast to the FBI over allegedly leaking group chats between his co-workers. These group chats included racial slurs, inappropriate jokes about minors, and other explicit material. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this is gonna do shit. I don't think sending the boys group chat to the FBI is gonna do anything. But you know what? It's gonna look good on Twitter. It's gonna look good on Twitter. It's gonna give you some attention. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think I've been. I mean, if you've been on here you've heard my opinion on Mr. Beast quite a few times. I'm kind of a not Mr. Beast enjoyer. Hot take. I mean, I never really liked the guy. I think his face is very awkward. I've just never been a fan of him, and especially seeing a lot of his advertising stuff and things like that. It's not making me. It just he feels like such a bad actor. In both senses of the word. Bad actor as in just not in doing stuff in good faith, and bad actor as in he sucks at acting. Like he doesn't know what to do with his face when he's acting. Like it's like forced. It feels forced. I hate it. I hate seeing him act. He's been doing a bunch of commercials, and I feel like, you know, right now there's a big stuff in the news about like KSI and Logan Paul, all this Lunchley stuff, and I don't care enough about it to talk about it with you guys, because it's just a nothing burger at this point. You guys don't even deserve to know about all the. I've been consuming a lot of the content talking about everything that's happening with Lunchley and all this stuff, and you know, I'm gonna save you the time and energy of just saying it's not worth it. Who cares? It's not like you're gonna buy the product yourself. Don't even worry about it. It's not worth worrying over. Just, you're gonna see some stupid memes about it, and then just laugh at the memes and move on, you know? But like, seeing him in those commercials, the Mr. Beast like commercials, it's just like, I feel like the KSI out of the three of them are like the best actor out of all of them. And right now, like, KSI is not doing the hottest because of his song and attacking Dan's EDM. So it's like, right now they're like the three biggest super villains on YouTube, and it's wild. Rosanna Pacino, for those who don't know, she used to do a bunch of cooking streams. She's like a cooking content creator. She's kind of moved on to being #1 Mr. Beast hater, and now a lot of her content and a lot of the stuff that gets views nowadays for her stuff is the Mr. Beast stuff. So what was kind of crazy is she got like a Lunchley, and it had mold on it, which it's just like, what are the chances that the person that hates Mr. Beast the most and makes videos on Mr. Beast gets the moldy package by happenstance? It's crazy. It was like divine intervention. It was so funny. But now she basically got the leaked chats for Mr. Beast, and now she's sending it to the FBI. I don't think the FBI is gonna do shit, but it's still just gonna paint Mr. Beast in a bad light. At the end of the day, what Rosanna's doing is painting Mr. Beast in a bad light, and it's working. So there you go. I mean, a lot of the world doesn't like Mr. Beast right now, and this is going to add to the Mr. Beast hate. Like, people, what's happening is, like, if you keep adding things about a person to not like about them, people aren't going to forget that they don't like him. But if nothing happens and you just stop talking and, like, no one, you know, if it's just like, the internet will forget if they aren't given reasons to not forget. That's the case for everyone. Like, there's a lot of people who just won't talk about stuff that's happening, drama that's happening to them, or stuff like that. And eventually, the internet just forgets they were even mad at the person because of how fast the internet moves nowadays. Where it's like, if it happened a week ago, there are chances that, like, do you even know what we talked about 2 weeks ago? Do you remember? Do you remember what was hot drama 2 weeks ago? Like, a month ago, there was, like, huge stuff with, like, I don't know, like, Sketch and all these people. And, like, I guarantee you would have forgotten all about that dude. You know, like, it's just, the internet moves so fast. So many things are happening, especially with, like, short form content media being, like, really meta right now with, like, TikTok and with Instagram and with, like, YouTube Shorts. Like, you get rewarded for, like, fast, you just bang, 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 bang. Like, long form content like what I'm doing here, and long form content in the form of, like, trying to do news, like, it's just what I am talking about from earlier this week is already dead news. Like, information just gets around so fast, and, like, too fast, you know? So that's my thoughts on the topic, and now we're gonna jingle onto the mini babble portion. Jingle. I'm gonna talk about a few things that revolve around me, and we're gonna talk about me. So hey guys, what's up? If you're here just for news, then you don't. I know my news. I'm just talking now. I'm just talking. I'm gonna talk for, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. I guess I'll ask the questions first. Okay, question time. What do you think about Mr. Beast, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what question to ask about that. Do you think the FBI is actually going to do anything about Mr. Beast? Genuine question. Some people may think yes, some people may think no. I'm curious to see on what boat that you are in. For Nyanners, do you think that Vtubers are getting unfairly banned? And do you think Nyanners should have been banned? She did have a like, scantily dressed ass that she was slapping on stream, but according to Twitch rules, that's okay. So what's your thoughts? What's your opinions? And then how do you feel about Asmongold cleaning up his lair a little bit? Do you think his entire room will be vanquished, or do you think he's going to struggle at the final boss and not be able to pull through and give up? What do you think? So there you go. There's the questions. The BBQ, the weekly BBQ, will be at the end. So jingle. We're gonna be talking about me stuff now. It's time for me. We're talking about me now. Talking about me. So I got a bunch of different stuff in the works. I've been working pretty hard. I'm very happy that last week, I finally was able to get done with about 7 to 8 different ASMRs. They were Patreon. They were Patreon ASMRs. So sadly, you didn't see them on my YouTube channel, the ASMR YouTube channel. But I'm finally getting back into the groove of doing the personal ASMRs, the audio ASMRs, and the Patreon exclusive ASMRs. Which, if you want to indulge yourself and you're a fan of ASMR and all that stuff, then you can always check out the Patreon. You can get personal ASMRs, you can get Patreon exclusive ASMRs, and you get access to the super awesome Patreon Discord, which I do event nights every Thursday, which is really cool. And eventually we're going to be having our own little Shiry Bun universe D&D. And if you like lore, that's where I post all my short stories. And talking about lore, now we're going to be talking about some of the cool stuffs. So there are I would say there's like 3 major things that I'm working on right now that I have made progress on. So there's the music. I have a new song that's coming out. I'm hoping the new song will be released December 20 on my birthday. And December 20, it's going to be my once a year donathon, subathon, like the one day of the year where you get to spoil me. I'm going to be doing a marathon stream. It's going to be every time I get a donation, the timer goes up, and you guys can trap me there for as long as you'd like, for as long as you like. We'll have a bunch of like mini thumps, stuff like that, impromptu thumps, anything along those lines. It's going to be a big fun event. I have a bunch of secret stuff to show you during that. It's going to be a huge reveal. There's going to be a new Shiry. There's going to be hopefully a new song. And finally there was progress. The song is finally in the final stages. I've sent over my vocals to the person making the song, and they're gonna tell me what I need to change, what I need to do, things that I need to, things that I need to add, things I need to just like finish up and work on. And hopefully, in theory, after have been working on the song for a decently long time, it'll finally be time. It'll finally be time to release my third song, which hopefully will be my best song. I'm hoping it's gonna be my best song. A repeatable, loopable, enjoyable show of my improvement in singing, and just overall, hopefully my best song. I hope in the future I'll be able to do a music video for it. And yeah, so that's one of the big things that I'm working on right now. Another thing that I'm working on right now is the Shiry Babbles anime. There's some pretty big updates and stuff like that, and it's starting to come together really well. I always give updates about the Shiry Babbles anime and the Patreon, so if you want to see and watch all the animations, every Thursday night I show the new animations, and sometimes I go over the old animations, and there's been a decent bit of progress, and it's been really nice. And maybe it'll be done by December 20th. I don't know. I'll ask about it, because it would be insane if I could also have that be done by December 20th. That would be insane, but I don't think I will. I don't think it'll be done, because I still need to make a song and music for it as well. So that one might not be done by my birthday. Unlucky, but it's still great progress is being made on it, and it's going to be a really good way of getting people invested and involved and just want to learn more about my lore. And the third thing that I'm working on, and that I've been having as a goal for the past probably 2 years, is writing a book. I've been wanting to write a book forever, and I've gone into the first steps of writing a book, and that is the cover and the pictures in the book. I'm gonna be I found someone to do, it'll be somewhat of a light novel, so there'll be really high definition pretty pictures kind of throughout. So I found someone to do the light novel pictures, and someone is working on the cover for the book and the books. So that'll be cool. That'll be good. That's the big thing that I've been working on. Big things that I will be working on. And yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so jingle jingle. It's time for my weekly BBQ, my weekly bunny babble question. So there's a little bit of a mini babble, so I got a little bit of a question for you. Who is your favorite character in my lore? That's my question for you. We have Shiry, which is me. Hi, what's up? It's probably the one that you're most familiar with. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. We have my brother, Chompers, my beloved Chompers. Their name is Shiry. They're the white-headed one. Yuki is the hotbox man, who's smug and an asshole. You got Chu, which is the sadistic kind of, they're very similar to Yuki, but they're like more evil, I guess. You got Unmei and her little brother Destiny. You got Ivy, you got Gerard, you got Sky, you got Orite. There's a bunch of different lore people, I'm curious to see who your favorite is. If you don't know what these characters look like, or you don't know where to even find them, you can actually head on over to my Twitter and go to the highlights tab, and you'll be able to see what the characters look like. If you scroll down on the highlights tab, you'll see that I have a post called all lore characters that have art. You can click on it, it's a thread, and then you can scroll down and you can see the different pictures that all of them have. and you can also see a little bit about them. I write a little tiny expert about them, so that you can kind of get their deal, kind of get their feel, and you can, which one do you like the most? That's my weekly Bunny Babble question. And thanks for coming to the mini Babble. I might make a few videos this week. I kind of want to talk about the state of femboys, because I know it's kind of been a hot topic, and it's been something that I've been wanting to talk about for a good bit. I'm sure a lot of you already know my stance on femboys in general, and you know that I have been frustrated of being called one when I don't want to be called one, and I'm not one, and I'm trying to go through strives of not being confused as a femboy. That's kind of why the newer model is going to be definitely way more mature looking, and hopefully more boyish rather than looking girly. I'm kind of screwed because, I have the pink hair and stuff like that, so people are always going to mistake me, but we'll find out. We'll see if it's good enough. But yeah, that was the bunny thing. So if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. Do you enjoy these mini babbles? Do you like it when the bunny babbles are shorter, or do you like it when they're like hour longs? I mean, granted, I feel like 25 minutes is still kind of a long, like, it's still kind of long. So I mean, you still get a nice little ASMR of hearing me talk to you for a really long time with, the really calming voice and stuff like that. Maybe I should do an ASMR where I speak like this the entire time. You think people would be annoyed? Do you think people would fall asleep? What do you think? So yeah, that's yeah. If you didn't like the video, I'll kill you. I don't know, your family maybe, and hold you hostage. I'll try to think of something new and horrendous that I can do to you. I'll take your balls away. You can't have balls anymore. I'm gonna take them. They're mine. They're mine now. Can't have them. Your whether it be your outside balls or your inside balls. Like if you're a guy, if you're a girl, you got inside balls. If you're a guy, you got outside balls. I'm taking them. Either way, they're mine. Testicles or ovaries, you choose. Okay, so leave that algorithm comment down below. I give you plenty of questions to ask about, to talk about, and hopefully you enjoyed going back to the ASMR jazz music in the background instead of my lore music. I decided to give you a break of the lore music. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you liked it. Okay, bye-bye. 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 Oh, wait, hold on. This bunny boy bellows a bye-bye.